Morning students, to continue with chapter 3, Money and Credit. By comparing both of the sector, formal as well as informal, it has been concluded that most of the informal sector charge a much higher interest on loans. Thus, the cost to the borrower of informal loan is much higher. Higher cost of borrowing means a large part of income of the borrower is used to repay the loan. So they are left with less income. And in some cases, the rate of interest is so high that the amount to be repaid is much higher than the income of the borrowers. So the borrowers can be in the situation of debt trap. Also, people who might wish to start an enterprise by borrowing may not do so because of the high cost of borrowing, because of high rate of interest. And also we studied that there is no organization to supervise informal sources of credit. They adopt unfair means to get their money back. Whereas there is low cost of credit in formal sector because of low interest rate which results in higher income to the borrowers. So people are in a position to borrow cheaply for variety of needs such as for growing crop, setting up of industries, small scale industries. So, cheap and affordable credit is crucial for countries' development. So, it is important that there should be more and more role of formal sector in case of providing loan. Now, formal and informal credit. Who gets what? Let us study that in urban areas, 85% of the loans taken by the poor household are from informal sources. Whereas, if we compare this with the rich urban household, only 10% of their loans are from informal sources, while 90% are from formal sources. A same pattern is also found in rural areas. The rich households are availing cheap credit from formal lenders, whereas the poor household have to pay a very high rate of interest. So it is clear that rich households are availing cheap credit from formal lender, whereas poor households have to pay high interest rate for. Now it is clear that formal sector still meets only about half of the total credit needs of the rural people. The remaining credit needs are met from informal sources. Thus, it is necessary that banks and cooperatives increase their lending, particularly in rural areas, so that dependence on informal sources of credit reduces. Secondly, while formal sector loans need to expand, it is also necessary that everyone receives these loans. It is important that formal credit is distributed more equally so that the poor can benefit from the cheaper loan. Now the question arises, why? the poor households are still dependent on informal sources of credit. There are a number of reasons behind it. First one is banks are not present in the rural area. Second one, if the banks are present, even then it is difficult to get loan from banks because of documentations, because of so many other formalities. Thirdly, banks demand collateral and poor people, they lack any asset, they don't have any collateral to get loan from the bank. Fourthly, informal lenders such as money lenders, on the other hand, know the borrowers personally and hence are often willing to give a loan without collateral. The borrowers can, if necessary, approach the money lender even without repaying their earlier loan. However, the moneylenders charge very high rates of interest. They maintain no record of the transaction and harass the poor people in the rural areas. Thank you for watching.